Rubble, 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 rubble. Good morning. Hey Doug. Right, we're now got seed barley on the pit. We're just shifting seed barley from that side over to the pit as well. All the feed barley is dried and out the dryer now. Just been shifting the valves here so that grain's going to come out this chute now, because we want the seed to come out of here so that it doesn't land in the feed pile. So we'll start another pile right here. Question, what is that? It's got a wee hole all the way through it. Put it down below if you know what that is. Quick diesel pit stop. Hey Doug. Rightio, I'm just here at yard 2, going to pick up a bale grab, and then me and Dad are off to yard 4 to shift a few bales. We've got a load sold that are getting picked up in the morning, so we'll shift them off the field into the yard because the fields are a wee bit soft. It's Sunday, there's not loads going on. We're caught up with the combine thing. Kev's out baling, so we'll bring these bales in, get that out the road, and then it just makes tomorrow a bit easier. Big man Mike's in for a drink. I'm needing a flatbed as well. We'll grab this one, yoke it up. Silage is all done. It all got wrapped in a night. This field is all baled, done and dusted. We'll need to get bales cleared elsewhere before we start getting into those bales. Steady. Oh, let's put it further down. Are we in? Yeah, beauty. Lights and brakes. Let's go. Right, we're here. Trailer dumped. Dad's just going to put that on and follow me around the field. I still need to plumb up the grab actually. So it's that to put the pins in fully, jump out while the pressure's on, switch that valve, release the pressure with that button. Now just plug these two lines into these two couplers. And now it should work. There you go, it works. And hopefully the grab doesn't fall off the headstock. Those pipes and fittings have been renewed several times. Smashing. Kev's getting on alright. Hopefully I've not spoken to him yet, but hopefully the baler's working A-OK now, 100%. Normally when we're loading bales like this, I'd put 5 along the top just to hold the outside bales from falling out when you go over a wee bump, but we're going hardly any distance to the yard there, so it's just a faff putting singles up the top. If we're travelling a bit further, like up a track to the yard, then we'll put bales along the top. 1, to get more bales back on the trailer, and 2, so they don't fall off. And obviously if we're going along the road, it all gets strapped. There's a lorry coming tomorrow for all these bales, so they'll be fine upright. It's not going to rain. If it was going to rain, we'd lay them flat in the yard or on their side as a curve side of them, lets the rain run off them and not soak into it. This is easier with 2 hands anyway, that's for sure. Right, that's enough bales now for a load. There's plenty, but there's a couple of torn ones in there. We're just going to load up another load and take it home because we're needing bales at home for the sunflowers when they open, and we're not going to have anything combined over there by then. Right, bales, we need more than this, but 1 load for now while we were coming back. They'll be next to the sunflowers here, which are getting on wonderfully. They're about just shy of 5 foot at the moment in the tallest places. Voila! We'll need another 3-4 loads, I think. Anyway, I'm just going to dump the grab here. Oh, I've just noticed. You little tow rag. She knows she's been a tow rag. 3-month-old lights, 2 of them. Knackered. Tell you what, the Doug absolutely loves being in the sunflowers here. Both of them do. I've only got Betty just now, but she's off. Anyway, sunflowers are motoring along actually. I didn't think they were quite going to get to where they are right now, but
what's that? I'm just shy of 6 foot, but I tell people I'm 6 foot. So what's that, 5 foot? 5 foot at the moment. They've still got a bit of growing to do as well, so I think they'll reach about 5.5, maybe some will reach 6. Perfect. There's the odd one which just rockets above the rest. You can tell this has been sitting in the grain shed with a grain dryer on. Subscribe. If you've not already, go on. Cutting sunflowers again. Kev's just pulled up another load. First one. There's always a few rogue ones at the start. Right, I'm here with Alistair. Are you going to be a farmer when you're older? He's the future of farming right here. I've got him on the lawnmower. He's on his holidays. Nice to meet you, Alistair.
Just whacked the sprayer on, filled her up. Field of OSR to spray just now. There's only one field left. Kev did the rest the other day when we were combining.
I'm not really filming too much today, so just a wee snippet anyway. That's what I'm doing.
I don't know what's happened here. First I thought it might be the sprayer, but I think it's the drill. I think that might be a different variety, because we did have 2 different varieties of OSR this year. One was Campus and one was Chrome. Chrome is club root resistant. So this field we didn't sow club root resistant variety, so this strip might have been left over. Yeah, definitely not a sprayer because it cuts off there where the drill is, so this must be a different variety here, this darker OSR. You are a very sensible dog, you don't like sheep.
All that's left is a pile of rubble and a bit of steel. We update on demolition progress. Demolition has occurred. We have a heap of rubble, a serious heap of rubble. Anyway, big progress. So that's basically everything down it has to come down. There's a couple of bits of wall up there that we might keep. We're just going to leave them for now, and if they tie in, fine, we'll keep them. If they end up in the way, we'll get rid of them. They might end up quite good for making an outside pen, or just making a bit of an area without us having to then go and put gates up afterwards, or put up concrete panels. There's already walls there, so hopefully they work fine with where the shed's going to lie. I am currently standing in what was the workshop, and there's a passageway. So this was the sheds basically where the cattle were. So this was the raised passage and a trough here. Then we had cattle down there. We used to have a little wall in there with gates on it. And then there was a centre passage which has mostly been chewed up and gone now over there. There is a decent bit of rubble. There's not tons and tons and tons of it. And there's quite a lot of decent stone in it. So the likes of these big square bits, there's a big lintel there. Square, square, or rectangle, which we're going to try and salvage as much of the square bits as we can. Very useful for probably, well, our own use personally, but if we get enough, then we'll probably end up using them at the farm shop in some way, shape or form. Nice stone's quite expensive, so we may as well try and salvage what we can out of this. So these bits of rubble, so they don't look like much here, but that is a lovely big square piece of stone there. Worth keeping. Same with this piece here, all these corner bits. Basically a lot of the corners are built off of big nice square stones, and a lot of the rest is cobbled together. Anyway, happy days, massive progress. I'm going to chuck the drone up, get a couple of wee bits. We had shed inspection today as well, or site inspection, so they were just basically wanting to figure out levels and just make sure all the steel that's getting ordered is all correct, and figure everything out fully and make sure we've ordered it and design's all done and all that's done. It's just the exact location and what levels the site is playing with. Depending on how we situate the shed, we've got either a 2 metre fall, or it can be closed into a 1.5 metre fall, depending if we basically butt up close to the shed. The closer we go to that shed, the less of a fall we've got to go and the less of a hole we've to fill in terms of raising up the ground level. There you go, there's another lovely big chunk of stone. That's a massive big chunk. Be 1.5 meters long, that. Anyway, what was some cattle sheds is no more. There's no grain dryer in here. There was a dryer and bins at this site, but we basically, when Dad started farming this farm, which was like 2004, everything that got harvested here got taken back to yard 1, where there's a better up-to-date grain dryer, and that's just where the base is for us. So that became obsolete, and it is now definitely obsolete. Cheers for watching. See you tomorrow. It's just a wee short one. I might add in some other bits and bobs that are kicking about. If you've not already, please like the videos and subscribe. What are we? We're just about 18,000, just about. Might be there by now. If not, or if we are, let's go for 90.